All right, severe weather is impacting portions of the coverage area. It is 2:25 in the afternoon on this Sunday. Meteorologist Zach Gilday here. Going to get right to it. Here is the radar showing severe storm in Boone County. Harrison is being impacted by this storm, and we can actually see it from one of our WeatherBug cameras. So we're seeing some pretty large hail, some significant hail with this storm, and a lot of lightning, a lot of winds are going to be seen. Some pretty heavy rain. Storm moving just over the Harrison area, and here it is. So let's look at the what kind of hail size we're dealing with here. So that's some pretty large hail moving into Harrison. So we're talking 1.5 inch diameter. That can definitely cause some damage. So if you live in Harrison, I get the car in the garage. You don't want that to hit the windshield, and you don't want to be out in that for that matter. Storm is moving in. It is besides that one cell. That is the only severe storm that we are dealing with right now. But we're looking at Boone County, Harrison. Some pretty significant hail is moving in. We're seeing lightning. There is a cold front moving through. That is the trigger for all these storms, and the atmosphere is very unstable out ahead of that boundary. But behind the boundary is cooling down. So if you have that northwest wind, your severe storm threat is done. I would not worry about it, but it will be getting cooler, and we can show you what we're dealing with for the rest of this afternoon. So right now, that storm is producing hail. Looks a bit elevated, but here are the hazards. So large hail. Notice that we have that hatched area. So significant size hail, maybe even over 2 inches. That will be a possibility. Tornado threat is there. Okay, so we need to watch for that. But the hail, I think that is the main threat. And here's a Lincoln view, seeing some mist. This is behind the front. Temperature is cooling down in the 40s in Siloam Springs, Fayetteville 65. But where we're seeing the 70s and 80s, the atmosphere is primed for the severe weather. And that's what we're seeing in Harrison right now. So if you live in Harrison, we have a severe storm moving through, and I can get you the very latest on that. Get you the timing of this warning. It was just issued about 10 minutes ago. Launched this Facebook Live because of this one storm. And I can show it to you right here. So most of Northwest Arkansas is quiet, but we had this one storm. It says hail up to 1 inch, but I do think the hail is getting a bit larger than 1 inch. 60-mile-per-hour winds. This severe storm is going to be in effect through 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's moving pretty quickly. It's going to be exiting the area relatively soon. This storm is moving 40 miles per hour to the northeast and moving right through Harrison. Yeah, I see the comments. Emily, yeah, Rogers is fine. You're behind the cold front. There's probably a northwest wind. It's cooling down. But this storm that we're watching in Boone County, that's the only storm. Now, Madison County, this storm that's starting to strengthen. So south of Kingston, northwest of Weathers. Let's see if we're seeing any hail with that storm. Little bit, but not nearly the size that we're seeing up in Boone County. So those orange shades, we have that color bar on the far left-hand side of the screen, maybe 1.5 inches for that size hail. Now, to put that into perspective, I can show you the hail size chart that we have here. So 1.5 inches. Let me zoom through this. That's a ping pong ball sized hail moving into the Harrison area. And we are in the hashed area, and the hashed area means that we could see hail maybe even over 2 inches in diameter. And hail that size can be life threatening, can cause some serious damage. But here's where the hail is right now. The main core might just be missing Harrison to the northwest. That's the latest scan right there. Yes,
Pretty much right on top of Harrison, Zach. I'm watching it. You can see it from bring it up on our WeatherBug Network camera. It's got a great shot. You can see that boundary off in the distance. So everything's looking okay there. Yeah, you can see that's pretty impressive little, that looks nice. So this is our Gaither Mountain WeatherBug Network camera. You can see that milky grayish green in the middle. That's the hail core. And at the bottom of the camera is the city of Harrison. And yep, the background, by the way, I fixed my camera. So you can see it looks a lot better. It's not as bright red. But yeah, that shows you the tornado threat as of now is all clear. We're good. Nothing to really be concerned about. This is an elevated storm. The storm's moving northeast, and I don't expect a whole lot to happen in northwest Arkansas. Base is extremely elevated. That's why you had the hail dump. Absolutely. I've got that camera recording too. So now there are areas that we still do need to watch, Zach, for tornado potential. And I want you to bring up those surface maps so we can draw out the boundary. Because Fort Smith, I think, is even a little bit north of the boundary, meaning the boundary's already pushed through. So these are the counties that I think are going to be impacted. You've got Sebastian County, which is southern Sebastian County. I know, no more lobster Dan. Exactly. That was pretty crazy. That camera setting's like all messed up. Logan County, Scott County, and southern LaFleur County. Everywhere else, no more tornado potential. So check this out, what Zach's showing. And you can actually see the wind flow. Anything that has those wind streams moving northwest, you're done. That's the end of the severe weather potential. That's it. It's over.
Yeah, so I can actually draw that boundary on there right now in real time and show you exactly where that is.
Fort Smith is done. But that storm is dumping a lot of precipitation. Pretty impressive precipitation core. Hail core is dumped, by the way. It's down to 1.25, just to let you know. But there definitely is hail. So if you got any hail, let me know.
So pretty much just in our extreme eastern counties is where we have to watch.
You want to see something pretty cool, Zach?
Look to be behind the boundary.
Hey, Zach.
Yep.
Go on to Mega Doppler. Yeah, that's perfect drawing on the front. Go to the place file manager and look at something that says objects loop. It'll say prob severe objects loop. Go ahead and check the left check mark. It's at the very bottom of the place file manager. You'll like this. It's just above the Cocoa Roz. There you are. Now, zoom in on that and put your mouse over it, and I'll take my camera off the screen so you can see that full. So what that does is that shows you the probability of severe, and there's a lot of like great detailed information on there. It says probability of hail is 93%, probability of wind is 87%, torque percent is 2, and then you see the maximum expected size hail is 1.51. And look at all the other stuff that's on there. Some cool stuff, huh?
Yeah, well, I definitely like that. Yeah, I'd never seen that before. That's a good product.
Wonder if it looks clear when I make it full screen. Are you running that in 1920 or 1080 or 720 or 1080?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, on the stream.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Whatever it was set to by default.
Okay. Yeah, it's not super clear, so when you roll over it, you can't really see those texts very well.
Really?
Are you in the Weather 2 computer?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I can't do that.
Storm is past Harrison, going up to Bergman, Zinc. You live in those areas.
Yep, and the hail size is smaller now.
Is it?
Yep, 1.26. It's dropped down a little bit. Some hail is coming towards south of Kingston. And there's some cells that are happening over Benton County, but again, those aren't going to be tornadic. No way, no how. Looking at anything else, there's nothing else that's really developing, but you can see the development over Benton County. Just one severe thunderstorm warning in our coverage area. Another cell's popping up north of Marble. Do you see that? East of Huntsville?
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, someone just said hearing some rumbles near Berryville because that's the storm south of you. So the energy is moving in right now. And if nothing develops in the river valley, then we dodged a major bullet.
Yeah, right now it's completely quiet.
In fact, Poto has dropped its temperature, so the fronts come through. Poto is right now 73 over 62.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, so once that front comes through, severe storm potential is done.
Now, there still could be some elevated shower and thunderstorm activity with this type of strength of system. But as far as the tornado potential, like we mentioned, that's not going to be necessarily an issue. So why aren't we getting severe weather? Well, you got to have the dew points. Show where the dew points are, Zach. You'll know because when the fronts pass, you don't have the moisture as much anymore.
But when you're ahead of that front, dew points, even seeing some yellow shades, and those are 70. So the moisture might be pooling up along that front as it's coming through in some localized areas. But Bentonville, 48-degree dew point, that's way too dry. Fayetteville, 52. But far eastern counties, though, I think we still could see that severe storm potential.
Do they have a tornado watch yet? I didn't see one, and I haven't seen one issued yet.
No, not unless Little Rock issued it.
No. Well, it would be the Storm Prediction Center. Oh, you're welcome, Sue. Sue said, I appreciate your coverage last night. No one else is on. I live in the River Valley by Fort Smith. You're very welcome. I didn't get much sleep, Justice. I'll be honest with you. It was yeah, it was a tough one. Oh, there it is. Tornado watch just issued right now, Zach. Just like what we said.
2 minutes ago.
Yep.
So we got our far eastern fringes.
So just to give you a heads up, this says tornado watch until 11 o'clock, but it won't be until 11 o'clock. There's no way it'll still be till 11 o'clock. That is for the entire width of the watch. And the counties that are on the far western edge will get cropped out sooner. However, we're switching to yellow now, Zach.
Yeah.
The tornado watch, not green anymore, because we do have just a little bit of an area. I don't think Boone County should be under that, though. Dew points in Harrison are right now holding steady at 61. They're still up there, I guess. That storm's got some mid-level rotation with it. The one that's over eastern Boone County. See, it developed right over Boone County, and now it's moving east.
Yeah. It's moving out, though.
Yes, it is. It didn't take long, though.
Some more development west of Harrison, but nothing severe.
Well, that storm kind of sapped all the energy.
Yeah.
Let's watch that recording here. I'm gonna show this real fast. Let's see. Oh yeah.
What's the
No
name?
rotation at all.
What's the name of the graphic where it crops out the, for the cameras?
The what now?
Because you want to show that recording from Harrison, right?
Oh yeah, it's weather stream recording. Yeah, and it should be under WeatherBug Comp computer, or Weather 2 computer. Oh, there you go. Ready for this? I'll slow it down a little bit. I'll make it 16. But I got it right as it was coming into Harrison. So there's the time lapse. Now watch the core really dump on Harrison. You can actually see the hail core starting to dump right about. You're going to see it right here. So here it comes. There's the updraft. There's the downdraft. And then right in here is your big hail core. Right there. See it? And then gone. Golf ball size hail hit Harrison. I believe it. You're looking at it. That's exactly what it looked like there. Boy, the upper level support's there. I can tell you that. That's pretty cool. Should have brought that up full. Let me do that again here real quick. So yeah, right in here is your hail core that's coming in right there. And I thought maybe on the leading edge, maybe a little bit of a lowering that was trying to develop, but it wasn't. Why is it raining and windy in Marble? Because there is a storm, Brandon. In fact, let's bring back up Mega Doppler and show people the recent radar. Ooh, that storm's really starting to rotate mid-level wise. Set the storm motion from the warning, and you'll see by Pyatt.
The hail size has gone back up.
Mm-hmm.
The hail size has gone back up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, the storm's gone up in height too. It's up to 44,000 feet.
Wow.
So Marble is on the western edge of this precipitation. And these storms took off, man. No doubt.
Yeah.
But this is what we meant by like subtle energy. So like this is a great example of why we didn't go higher than our rain chances, because the coverage is very low, as you can see. There's a few storms here and there. Now, for those that are in Harrison, I mean, you got dumped on and you got the hail core. So, April 5th, that's a ways out, Carlos. Let's just, we'll give you more information as we get closer. But pretty impressive storm. That storm really took off. In fact, you can see it on the water vapor and the visible sounding. I mean, the visible satellite. Visible satellite will be really impressive on that.
Yeah, we can just do a loop right here and just show it take off.
Oh, here, you know what, Zach? Got an idea. I'll control Max 2, and then I'll have you bring that up.
Okay. Good idea.
Wait a minute. You're on Max 2 right here. Wait a minute. This is the wrong computer. What? Hold on. That's the wrong computer. Yeah, oh, it's not the wrong computer. Never mind. Yeah, I can't do that because I have to minimize this in order to get into Max. And then you can't. Then you can stay on radar, but yeah, you got to see this on the high resolution satellite. This will be pretty impressive. So if you're just joining, we've got some storms that have popped up northeastern sections of our weather coverage area. They are going to be out really soon. The tornado watch is not going to last very long for Boone and Newton and Johnson County and Logan County. In fact, it's going to be out of here pretty quick. Let's see here. Yeah, that storm's taking off. Okay, Zach, you can bring up weather 2. Not sure why it's not. Oh. Never mind. I thought it was going to loop. Hold on. So yeah, here's the storm developing right there. You can see the overshooting top and the ambulance stuff. I guess you don't have, yeah, you don't have the right.
Ooh, that was severe storm warning.
And you have the wrong alerts.
I know.
We're going to have to triple check all this stuff. Now I got to go back. Bring that up on the radar.
Just barely eclipsed Boone County.
So there was golf balls reported. I'd like to see those. If you got any pictures, let me know and send them. This is called a sandwich, so you can see the infrared when the cloud tops get colder. That's cool. So let the satellite data load, and then right there, satellite data is not loading yet. That's the newest warning. It's in eastern Galilee. You couldn't be farther east than that.
I know. I've got one hail report in Boone County. It's just for 1 inch.
Yeah, I see that. That was a little bit northeast when the core already dumped.
Yeah.
Look at that circulation, though. The mid-level rotation is definitely there. That's a supercell. That's a nice, decent supercell. And it's still going to ride the boundary, but I don't think it's going to get into the warmer air. Hail core is increasing, too, in size on that. There we go. I'll have to make a... Here's the infrared. Mesosector 2. This should show the cloud tops really cooling off. Look at how fast that storm blew up, Zach.
Yeah, just about 30 minutes.
Now, what's weird is that should be 1 minute data. Yeah, what's going on here? One minute. Oh, not 1 hour, 1 minute. Adjusting something in the background. There we go. Now it should update every minute. There we go. Boom! That's those storms exploded. So one of the ways that meteorologists look to see if there's any other additional activity is to see if there's any colder cloud tops. And it looks like here's some energy coming in. Not the same as thunderstorms, though. That's just the energy that's moving through. Look at that, though. You can see the shear and the difference in the shear. So you got southwesterly winds in the lower levels and then westerlies aloft. So this could be a very bad night for north central and northeast Arkansas if storms develop. As of now, the only storm that really took off is that one in Boone County. So Zach, why don't we bring up Mega Doppler again? I'll minimize this. We'll get back into there, and we'll take a look at Mega Doppler. And so there are some cells. There might be another severe thunderstorm warning that gets issued for Omaha with that cell that's to the left of, or to the west of the other one. Oh. Ooh, big thunder in Garfield. Yeah, can you loop it, Zach?
Yep.
So it's moving east-northeast. One of the ways you can tell the storm motion without even looping it is just look at the polygon. The western side of the polygon, if storms are generally moving from west to east, which we know they are, then you can see how that storm is moving east-northeast. There's the new severe thunderstorm warning, so you should get an alert here. Oh, no, you won't because you're not on the thing.
Yeah, I'm just doing some forecasting behind the scenes, and it's looking pretty cold tonight. Back down to the mid 30s.
They did. They issued a warning for that storm by Omaha.
Yeah, they did.
Go ahead and go up to that.
All right, hold on.
Till 3:30. So we got basically our extreme northeastern weather coverage area, Boone County. A lot of storms popping up. Let's see if what it looks like on that Gaither Mountain weather bug camera. Oh, more rain coming in. Yeah, you can see the base of the storm. Elevated. Everything's super elevated. Well, yeah, it is moving genuinely east, but you can actually see what the exact motion is, because if it's moving due east, it would be a storm direction of 270, and this is 251. So it's moving east northeast from the west southwest. But pretty soon, eastern Boone County is going to be removed from that warning. Zach, I don't think those storms are going to do tornado potential. Just what I'm seeing, what I'm viewing. Those aren't in the warm sector. Those are a little north of the boundary.
Yeah, not in Northwest Arkansas, but I'm still monitoring things across the boundary in areas south, and looking pretty quiet. But that could change, and we'll be watching it.
Did you say 30s for the lows? Upper 30s?
Mid 30s.
Mid 30s, huh? Nice and chilly.
Yep, Cody, good to go to bed. And no, but
Oh, good to go to bed in Gateway. Yeah, yeah. You can go to bed already. I'm going to go to bed here pretty soon. My bracket is going to bed. If Tennessee loses, I'm done. All right, Zach. Well, I'm going to hop off here. You can wrap it up. But yeah, basically, to sum up, Tornado Watch is going to expire here really soon for us. It's our eastern weather coverage area. The only area that I'm really concerned about, or not even concerned, but watching is like Logan County, Scott County. But even then, the front's starting to push through and no storms are developing. And it dropped significantly. It already went down to 73 degrees in Poto. And Mina is still pretty warm, though, 81 over 56.7. So that drier air is starting to move in. Show the surface map real quick. There is one more thing we want to show, Patrick, and we actually didn't bring that up. Oh, we still don't have the alerts right, Zach. What are you doing? I'm going to delete that other one.
Another severe storm warning. Yeah, so they're all piling on top of each other in Boone County. This one's through 345, same deal, 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail, a base severe storm warning. But if you live in Western Grove, this storm might be missing you to your north. But still some lightning, some hail with this storm. You see it on Mega Doppler. Far northeast fringes. Multiple hail cores. So Alpena, just north of Alpena, seeing some hail, maybe up to 1 inch. Pretty rural areas in western Boone County. But just west of Caps, still west of Harrison. Another little hail core. And here's the newest severe storm warning. This is for looking at Dog Patch area. That's some severe hail, so 1 inch diameter hail with that storm. But most areas are quiet. Interstate 49 corridor in northwest Arkansas, all good. It's getting a bit breezy. It's cooling down behind that front. But I think we're going to be wrapping up the severe storm potential in about an hour or so. I think once we hit 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, we should be all good. But front's moving through, so we really need to keep a close eye on these counties. But northwest Arkansas, these areas to the east, Boone, Newton County, not too worried about tornado potential. Further south, though, if any storms get going in that untapped atmosphere, there could be some issues. There is some development behind the line. We're looking at Berry County, and that storm has some hail too with it. Yeah, there's another hail core. That storm might go severe. North of Seligman, right around the Washburn area. Well, we've been talking about Sunday. We've been talking about it. But Washington County is all good. Madison County, no storms right now, but there could be some development. I think you're on mute, Dan.
I am on mute. Did you see the new day 3?
I did not. I saw a comment about it, but
Go ahead and check it out.
let me load that up.
Tuesday into Wednesday. I don't think we're going to dodge a bullet on this one. Meaning, I don't think the storms are going to be just to our east or southeast. I think this is a pretty big upgrade to it. Pretty substantial increase in the size of the slight risk. And unlike it being in our eastern weather coverage area, this time it's going all the way down to Texas, as Patrick just mentioned. And show the probabilistic, Zach.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Yeah, this
there you have it. Wonder if anybody from Harrison sent me any photos. If they did, I probably can't find them.
Yeah, Kylie, P Ridge is good. No more severe weather potential, but you could see some development behind that front. So maybe a few thunder showers can't be ruled out, but we're not worried about severe weather.
Yeah, I don't know where we have. If you got any hail photos, love to see them. Oh, there we go. A little bigger than quarter. Ah, there you go. Harrison weather camera. Here, I'll share this real fast, Zach.
All right.
So here's a Harrison weather camera, buddy of mine. There you see a quarter, and that shows the hail is just a little bigger than quarter, so 1.25. Looks like it's melted a little bit though. Let me retweet that. So then they know that that's just about quarter, 1.25. So that's about $half size. Cool. Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday could be interesting. Bring up Gaither Mountain again. You got a good view of that storm that may go severe. It's basically right over the camera. That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good view. Crisp, clean camera.
Oh, you couldn't see the pick? Could you see the pick, Zach?
Oh, I was doing some forecasting behind the scenes, so I didn't even notice it.
Never mind. There. Now you can. So there's the Harrison weather camera. That's a quarter, and then that's a little bit bigger than quarter. So 1.25 inches, which is $half size. These storms have mid-level mesos for sure. They're just north of the boundaries, so you're not going to get any surface-based instability. But you know what, Zach? Some rain's still coming into Fayetteville and Bentonville, and maybe even some lightning, but it would be all elevated storms and no severe weather potential.
Yeah, the visibilities are being reduced to a little bit of mist and some.
Oh, yeah. Ping pong size hail. All right. That's cool. So this is in Harrison. And this is from a storm that came through earlier. And then there's another look at what could be some quarter size hail. And that hail core is about to dump. Let's record that camera. I'm gonna record that. Another recording. Oh, you can see the core starting to dump in the middle. Look at that on the left side, Zach.
A little lowering.
Yeah. Does look like a little bit of a lowering. Look at that. Now, it looks really low, but remember, the terrain is giving an optical illusion.
Yeah, I was wondering that same thing too. Yeah, because the terrain's really hilly in that area.
Yeah. So it looks like it's scraping the ground, but in all actuality, it's a lot higher up. So it's as you'll see, this is some of the struggles that you have when you're spotting storms. But we're going to watch this thing come straight across. There definitely is rotation. But that's not where the cell is. The cell's already past that. It's a lot of shear coming in. Let's bring that up full and take a look at that. So it's that right on the left-hand side. Now you can see it looks pretty low, but I don't think that's a wall cloud. Number one, there's a couple reasons you know. So Zach, you can see how it's not a real flat bottom. So that tells you that there's not a really strong updraft there. So not a flat bottom indicates not really seeing an updraft. The core is also way to the east. You can see some of the scud clouds in the middle starting to rise. But you'll watch as you watch the recording, you'll see some motion, but not necessarily a lot of rotation. And then when the storm gets east of those mountains, you're going to see how high up that actually is compared to what it looks like. So not everything is a wall cloud, even though it looks like it. Yeah, we can see the velocities from INX and from Springfield both. I mean, it's definitely got it. And that's why they have that tornado warning. Tornado watch, excuse me, not warning, tornado watch. There are some tornado warnings in Indiana, Florida, and Illinois. They're a pretty decent couplet with that cell. So we'll just watch this thing go right across on the north side of Harrison. You still there, Zach?
Yep, yeah, still here. Just
doing some stuff for the shows.
Trying to get ready for this 5 o'clock newscast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there is some rotation with that storm, definitely.
Yeah, we'll be able to see. I'm going to watch this thing.
We've got multiple cells. There could be a cell interaction here that could spark something off.
Now watch how high this will be. It's just about ready to get over the terrain area and clear that view of the mountain. And look at how ragged it is now, Zach. Kind of falling apart a little bit. Oh, big time ragged. Look at how it just totally fell apart. So we haven't really done, you want to do a storm track on this? Do some timing?
Yeah.
Oh, they're seeing golf balls right now, and you can see that on the right-hand side.
Just got a new severe storm warning for Berry County. I thought that would go severe.
Did that pop up properly?
I wasn't even looking at WSI,
Okay.
so I'm not sure. But what storm do you want me to track?
Someone said I'm getting right underneath that in Harrison. I'm seeing golf ball size right now. So let me type that up here.
Up here, here's the newest severe storm warning for Berry County. It's going to be going until 4 o'clock this afternoon. For mainly for hail, the wind not so much an issue with this storm. But it's behind the boundary. It should be elevated. We're not expecting tornado potential. With that storm. Yeah, Lexus Fayetteville is in the clear. No more severe weather, but could see a few showers, maybe a little bit of thunder. Gonna zoom in on Fayetteville for you real quick.
Rotation's gone. Visually, it looks bad. Storm's weakened. Oh, some lightning popped up west of Lowell.
Yeah. But they expired.
Oh, and there it is. It shows 2-inch hail. So we had that golf ball report. See if they put that out, because that's what it looks like. Pretty sizable. And Zach, I think we dodged it, man.
Hope so. What about Logan, Johnson County? New severe storm warning. It worked.
Oh, yeah. Click on that.
Nice. Not nice that we have another severe storm, but
no.
This goes till 4 o'clock this afternoon. 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail, base severe storm warning for Boone County. Man, Boone County getting hammered. In the past hour, we've had like 5 severe storms.
You want to do that recording, Zach?
Yeah. Get me off the screen.
Shows you. Okay, so here it is right here. I'll play it in 16 speed. So you can see a little bit of scud clouds developing, a little bit of weak rotation, but notice like it's not really connected to the updraft. And then it's starting to fall apart. You can see the hail core off to the right. A lot of like not an organized base at all. Little bit of weak rotation right there. And then the storm just falls apart. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, look, you can see the back sheared anvil too. If you look kind of close up at the top, right there is your back shear. Pouring in P Ridge. Good, we got some rain. All right, Zach. Well, I'm going to shut it down because I think we're about done. The storms are still in Boone County, but they're moving out pretty quick. That one cell that's coming towards Bergman, you can cover that for a little while longer.
Yeah, I'll cover that for a bit, but I'll probably shut it down here pretty shortly.
But we are watching that potential. There's a tornado watch officially until this evening for our eastern weather coverage area as more energy moves in. But as of now, nothing's developed yet.
Yeah, but we'll keep watching it, and I think Dan's about to sign off, so Dan's gone. But we'll still look at some of these storms for a bit. Again, Boone County, the only county that is experiencing, well, Boone and Berry County, the only counties that are experiencing severe storms right now. But that storm in Berry County, that looks to be moving out of the area. Yeah, that's out. The severe hail is moving east of the coverage area. But Bergman, if you live in that area, we're still dealing with some hail. Severe hail, maybe approaching 1.5 inches. So that can cause some serious damage. So if you live in Bergman, I would not go outside right now. You don't want to be in that hail. South Lead Hill, there's some hail. In Lead Hill, there's some hail coming towards that area. But besides that, we're seeing some heavy rain, some lightning with these storms, and they're about to be out of the area too, which is good. And that storm just went considerable. That's for hail. So that's for hen egg size hail just north of the coverage area. So that's that system that really blew up over the Harrison area. That system is still continuing to strengthen. So here's earlier during the day. Let me put it into motion. Never weakened, still strengthening. And now it's producing some massive hail. But that's outside the forecast area. Besides that, it's pretty quiet. River Valley is looking quiet, which is good. I hope it stays that way. Now here's northwest Arkansas, where we're still seeing some rain, a little bit of lightning. Northwest of Lowell, northeastern Benton County, Garfield area, Gateway area, seeing some lightning, but that little cell is moving out of the area too. So this severe storm warning goes for another 35 minutes in Boone County. We'll probably stay on that a little bit longer and then probably shut it down. Now, there's still a severe storm threat. We have a tornado watch in effect for some of our eastern counties. But I think that threat is, as we go forward in time, that threat is going down, which is good. But we're looking at Boone County. Harrison is in the clear. I don't think Harrison will see any more hail. But Bergman area, Lead Hill area, that's where the hail is. But this storm is now a considerable severe storm outside the coverage area. But that's producing some pretty serious hail. And if you're just joining, it's a live update, 3:25 in the afternoon. Severe storms are possible, but as we go forward in time, that threat is going down. So, Johnson, you're okay. We're not expecting severe weather, but could see some downpours, maybe some smaller hail. not showing much lightning west of that boundary. But a heavy downpour on Rogers for sure can pull up Pinnacle Parkway towers. And behind this boundary, too, the visibilities will be going down. It's going to be cooler. It's going to be misty. And here's a view of the rain in Rogers. So see your comment, Daniel, is hailing in Rogers now. Yeah. So maybe some small hail getting mixed in too, but nothing severe. Some development down in Adair County, but still not expecting severe. Because you're west of that boundary. Springdale Low up into Bentonville, seeing a few showers, but nothing really to be concerned with. The severe storms are moving out of the area. And the hail core is going down for that storm. So I think that storm might be in a weakening trend. But the same can't be said for this storm northeast of us. That's a considerable severe storm. In areas east of us, if you have family members who live in northeast Arkansas, even central Arkansas, make sure they stay weather aware. Because we have a tornado watch for a good chunk of the state. Goes through 11 o'clock. But it's just because this watch goes so far to the east. It goes almost until Jonesboro area. But they'll likely crop out some of these counties pretty shortly in our eastern counties. So right now, yeah, we have Boone, we have Newton, Johnson, Logan in that watch. We have a new severe storm warning. Let me go to that real quick. Didn't go to it. That's for this one. So that storm is moving out of the area, just barely clipping far northeast Boone County, Lead Hill. That's the area that's being impacted. And I'm sure that's producing some hail too. Can show you that. Yep. That is severe hail. 1-inch hail. That's moving out. It's already out of the coverage area, that hail core. It's outside the coverage area, which is good. We'll take that. It's been a long 48 hours. Yeah, so these storms are moving out. The hail core is out of Boone County. Maybe a little bit of hail east of Bergman, but that's in a really rural area. And besides that, some serious hail northeast of the area, but that's well outside the coverage zone. I think we could be dodging a bullet, but I'll be watching it. And I do think I'm going to end this live stream right now just because I really have to get cranking away, doing some work for the shows this evening. But I will hop back on here if need be, if severe storm chances go back up. Scott, I see your comment. Nope. Tonight we're good. Tonight we're cooling down because a frontal boundary is actually moving through. So if right now, if you have a northwest wind, your severe storm threat is gone. Trying to load up my surface map. So this cold front is moving through. And we can see where it is. Yes, I really think we're dodging a bullet. The area that we have to watch for storms is really where we have these south winds. This area. This area is primed. So Clinton, ahead of this boundary, Little Rock area, up into Jonesboro. Because here's the day one outlook: enhanced risk for severe weather, tornado potential. So later on this evening, areas to our east, that could be a serious deal, even up into Nashville. But yeah, Brendan, Wednesday could be a serious deal because we already have a day 3. Here's the Wednesday outlook. Significant hazards possible for Wednesday for us. But we'll keep you up to date with that. Until then, one last look at the radar. Severe storm is moving out of Berry County. A few cells in Benton County, but nothing severe. And these severe storms are moving out of Boone County. And the rest of the area is pretty quiet. And I hope it stays that way. But if it doesn't, we'll be back on here. But until then, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to hang it up and be back on TV, KWA News, at 5:00, unless golf or something runs long. But we'll have all the latest coming up on the very active pattern. We have daily storm chances coming up beginning Tuesday night. Wednesday could be a big deal, and then Thursday, Friday, even into the upcoming weekend, we have more storms. It is turning April. April 1st is on Tuesday, and it is an active pattern, and we'll keep you up to date with all that. Until then, stay safe, and we'll be back on if need be.